Hello there, namaste. So I am continuing Sardar Udham, and I am enjoying this. This is nowhere near what I was expecting. I mean, even when it started out, if you watch the first part, I was completely blown away. I was ready for a slow build, and then it just all blew up in my face. And I am okay with how this is going down so far. It seems like things are going to escalate. I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. The guy he shot, I'm perfectly okay with how he did that. The fact that he's linking with several other organizations, I don't know. I don't know, because extremist groups, they're just as bad as well, they're extremist groups.
And inevitably, if we come to Amritsar, we talk about General Dyer. Now, one knows the authorities' opinion of General Dyer, and so did he. He died a broken man, but unrepentant. And I have no hesitation in saying that General Dyer's action that day was the decisive factor in crushing the rebellion.
Oh. It was disgusting hearing that. Disgusting. Oh.
India. Now that's a trait I've always admired in the Indians. A willingness to please. India. Awful weather. Terrible food.
What?
Never bothered to learn the language, but I served the crown well in India. Now the ordinary people, the common people, the peasants.
Freaking gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is the worst type of person. This is the worst type of person. You never want someone like this. Like, what was it? A railwayman as well? The person who never ingratiates themselves to learn the culture they're in. They see it as savagery. They see it as beneath them. And because of that, they never see anything past their own small little world. It is disgusting hearing someone like this. It is disgusting. I've come across people who again, especially here in the US, you will come across a ton of people who think their opinion and what they think is the global mindset, is the mindset everyone else should have. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks because they're the only people that are right. And it's insane trying to talk to those kinds of people because the vitriol that comes out of their mouth, they don't realize how disgusting they are as human beings, how they see other people as beneath them. I have a cousin who literally went through, I don't know if she still is, but was going through that phase where she was viewing people as less than her because they needed her support to live. It's just like, that makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. It's barbaric. Barbaric. The world is such a small place, but people refuse to look up, to see the world. People refuse to see the world. They just are so used to looking at their phone and being told everything, whatever pops up on TikTok, whatever pops up on Facebook, whatever pops up on Instagram, whatever pops up on Snapchat if they get their news there. That is their world. It's what's in front of them. And right here, he didn't care about anything. He went there, lived there, and refused to eat the food. He refused and just claims it as disgusting. Clearly someone who didn't care. Clearly someone who didn't care. And I hate listening to people like that. I hate listening to people like that. Oh, it makes me happy that in the 30-minute point of the film, he was gunned down. That sounds awful, but it's just like, I dislike people like that. I do, because it's hard to rationalize. It's hard to talk to them because they can't hear anything but their own opinion.
But they're educated.
So, some of my friends, not me, friends, students, they protest with commoners.
Students. Communists. They incited the common people. They instigated the rebellions.
I also educated, so.
But you seem rational. You are here, in the heart of the British Empire, making a good, honest, lawful living like us. You'll make a good salesman.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how he could stand there listening to that. Especially knowing what he knows, going through what he went through. Poor guy.
Wake up, man. They're not going to let you walk away from this time. They're going to hang you like they did Bagh Singh.
टेररिस्ट और रेवोल्यूशनरी में फर्क होता है, फर्क होता है। रेवोल्यूशनरी सिंबॉलिक एक्ट करते हैं अपनी प्रोटेस्ट को रजिस्टर करने के लिए।
See, this is what I think the difference lies. This is what I think the difference lies. So Bagh Singh literally wanted to fight the British who were on their soil. That's different than going to another person's soil, like in the heart of Britain, and gunning a man down there. Even though I don't like the man he gunned down and feel like that man was a complete savage and offered nothing to the society, the fact that he went there, he becomes a terrorist in going to another nation and doing the crime. Bagh Singh was in his own country fighting for revolution and fought hard for his people, sacrificed himself for his people. So it's easier to rationalize and see Bagh Singh's side than seeing, this guy, because he's like, he literally went to another nation, gunned a man down on their soil. And yes, there is warfare where you send in spies, you send in operatives, but his India at this point in time isn't a nation of its own. It's what is it called? One of the things underneath, it's underneath British rule. It's literally, he would be a terrorist organization. It's not a freedom fighter group at that point. He is a terror. Bagh Singh was a freedom fighter. Him right there is a terror group. Anytime when it goes to another nation, at least that's how I've always viewed it. It depends on how you view it, but when it goes to another nation, it becomes more of an issue, especially when it comes to gunning people down. Yeah, that's a very iffy topic. Very iffy.
रेवोल्यूशनरी की सिर्फ एक ही लड़ाई है और वो है फ्रीडम की लड़ाई और सबके फ्रीडम की लड़ाई। और प्रॉपर रेवोल्यूशनरी कहलाने की भी शर्तें हैं। ऐसे ही नहीं रेवोल्यूशनरी बन जाते। आप बायस नहीं हो सकते, कम्युनल नहीं हो सकते, कास्टिस्ट नहीं हो सकते।
Thank you.
रेवोल्यूशनरीज में क्लास नहीं होती। बेसिक मुद्दे की बात यह है कि सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है इक्वालिटी। इक्वालिटी, हर इंसान को बराबर समझना और ह्यूमैनिटी में विश्वास होना चाहिए।
Like I've said in many videos, I hate the concept of the caste system. I hate it. Find it disgusting.
आजादी मिलते ही सबसे पहले क्या करोगे आप?
आजादी की शाम को मैं सबसे पहले एक बढ़िया सी चार्ली चैपलिन की फिल्म देखूंगा।
Because you would have the freedom to do whatever you want.
बस और की, फिर घर जाके रोटी खा के सो जाऊंगा।
That's what I mean. This is what I was getting at.
नहाऊंगा धोऊंगा, फिर रोटी खा के सो जाऊंगा।
His actions would make it far harder
पूछो,
for freedom.
जब ये 23 साल का था तब ये क्या कर रहा था?
Well, I was just married. And we weren't expecting our firstborn. I was the youngest detective constable on the force. Happy days.
So don't talk about Bhagat Singh. You know nothing about him.
You haven't got a lot of time left. It's important for your own sake. And we know what your real name is.
Ram Muhammad Singh Azad.
So he had his name tattooed on him? They never searched his body?
Sir, it is symbolic of Indian religious unity.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
We need to control the press.
Ram, Muhammad,
No matter what we do,
Singh.
there will be
Okay.
many who will see his actions as an act of revolution, sir.
But we cannot allow that to affect our decision-making.
Yes, Prime Minister.
Churchill.
After the war, will the Crown quit India?
Let us just say we will need to reinvent a way of maintaining our strategic presence in the subcontinent.
Should have been more of equal standing in the beginning. Oh my gosh. Ruling through tyranny.
Sir, is this incident a threat to the British Empire?
No. This is a stray incident by a crazed lunatic who has no further links.
What? You say you'll get me in trouble, then you drag her in?
बेल्ट नु ऊपर खींच ऊपर
Guessing she's a mute. What's the support for? I mean, it's a cut and dry case. All they're looking for is conspirators at this point. There's no getting off scot-free after that.
The man's a habitual criminal. Accustomed to threatening people. Take his statement.
मेरे बहुत से ब्रिटिश दोस्त भी हैं. I don't hate.
Exactly.
आप भी अपने गवर्नमेंट का ही काम कर रहे हैं, पर अपनी कंट्री में. I don't hate you.
Ooh, I like him.
Doing your job.
He knows what his actions were. Going to, like I said, he was going to another nation. His actions would make it far worse. So he understands his position.
Sign your confession. Write down that you helped him purchase the guns twice.
तुमने गन खरीदने में उसकी मदद की है, साइन करो.
He is a criminal. He had guns.
They're getting everyone. To basically like disavow him or something like that. Make it seem like he's crazy. So that way it doesn't lead to anything.
कोई कंट्री किसी इंसान को पनिश करे तो लॉ, पर कोई कंट्री किसी कंट्री के अगेंस्ट क्राइम करे,
It's called war.
तो क्या आपका लॉ उसे क्राइम मानता है? ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने क्राइम किया.
When did you plan the assassination?
You want to be selling rifles. There's a war coming. There's money to be made.
I need a job, sir.
What do you do?
I good carpenter, good electrician. I do clothes.
Okay. Come round to the house.
Well, they say keep your enemies close. Wow. I'm surprised they didn't have the fact that he worked for him for several months in their history when they did his background. Yep. Always clean your weapon after using it.
They deserved it. You can't rise in rebellion and expect a medal, you know. God, what was coming? You're ungrateful. Would you kill a man to save 10?
If I believe it to be true.
10 men to save 100. 1,000. Lakhs.
It depends, sir.
So, you agree?
No.
You just said it depended on the circumstances.
Circumstance. Yes.
Fear is a deterrent. The mutiny was brewing. There would have been another river in the Punjab. A sixth river. A river of blood. 1857, all over again. Fear was the key. And fear worked.
Wounded.
Wounded? Their relatives carried them away.
Carry away how, sir? There was curfew. There was martial law. Shoot at sight orders.
Nonsense. When he stopped firing, that was the sign that it was good for them to go. It was sufficient. He was faced with a seditious mob. He created fear. And it was sufficient.
What the freak? Their rationalization is they could have gotten out because they stopped firing. No, when fire is stopped, you hide. You don't run out because then you're going to get shot.
So you left the job.
Oh my freaking gosh.
The Prime Minister said, I have to tell you, we are now at war with Germany.
That was absolutely crazy.
Why don't you finish your flipping job, idiots? I'll cut your wages.
Yep. They go somewhere else for work and they're still slaves.
हम भी इंसान हैं यार दुनिया में जो भी है वो हमारा भी तो है खच्चरों की तरह काम करवा रहे हैं इज्जत मिल रही है नहीं मिल रही ना
That's what I just said. So I guess the wound he was suffering for years is the act of knowing what happened?
Free speech. But I am not free.
Yeah.
पत्ता पत्ता बूटा बूटा हाल हमारा जाने गुल ही ना जाने बाग तो सारा जाने free speech.
Ugh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is actually very interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to end it here, but this movie is very well done. I mean, very well done. The fact like it's all about the freedom of the people. They're trying to like what the king imperialism. The king is like, oh, what are we gonna do after we win the war? Just like, what are we gonna do about India? We'll just have to restructure. Which is like, you failed. You failed. You try. It wasn't even ruled. You enslaved with an iron fist for hundreds of years, give or take. Yeah, give a few years or whatever. Yeah, for hundreds of years, and then you just expect that all to go away because you restructure your alliance? No. It's like that kind of stuff doesn't happen. But I'm liking it because even he himself knew his actions would be seen as completely wrong. Why? He wasn't in India. He's in Britain. So, of course, he views his own actions as, well, what would Indians view? What did Indians view when they were being terrorized by Britain? Well, Britain was a terrorist organization, a terrorist nation that took over all of India until they finally were able to be free of it. But that's the thing. It's just like insane. He viewed himself in Britain with his actions the same way he viewed Britain in India. Because he has to. He has more of a civilized mind. He can think about it. He can have an abstract thought about it. Oh, this is a great movie. Great movie. It has slow pacing, but I gotta say, I am enjoying it. This is just absolutely interesting. Everything that's going down is just insane. Like, I'll have one discussion and then immediately a person on scene will say the exact same thing I'm basically talking about. Like what? I believe that was supposed to be Bhagat Singh that was saying all that. The equality between, there's no caste, there is no division, there is no nationality. Nothing is seen as different. Everyone is seen as equal. That's what it means to be equal. And it was just like, that was right after I went on my rant about certain things. It was like, yeah. I really, really, really am liking this movie. Very well done. Very well done. Especially with the hot topic it is. The very hot topic. Especially when it comes to like nationalism, socialism, imperialism, all the isms, and the terrorism. Well, it's still part of the isms. Like basically every kind of ism is wrapped up into this film. And even with his name, it has religion, which is also all the religion isms. Oh, it's very well done. Very well done. I'll get to the last part. I'm expecting everything to kind of wrap itself up. I'm expecting more things to be revealed. I honestly am. This thing has just thrown so many things. Because I watched the Bhagat Singh movie with Devgan, Ajay Devgan. I watched that. I believe that he's the actor in it, right? He's the actor in it. I could be wrong. It was a year, 2 years ago when I saw it. But I've seen that. I've gotten enough kind of understanding in history, so I'm kind of piecing it all together in my head because I've seen like war films that take place in from World War II, because there are a multitude of them, from Europe's perspective, from India's perspective, from like everywhere, and it's kind of like meshing it all together, especially since it's so many years have gone by from when he wanted to do the act to when the act happened and what led to everything. Find it interesting because it's like, is it a crime of passion? Was it an organized hit? It seems like he was kicked out of the organization. So I am still interested. I'm still interested. This is fascinating, but I'll finish this soon. Hopefully I'm getting all the editing done. Hopefully there was no issues with the audio and everything, but thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.